Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about ways to back up your work if you are going to be a creator in Second Life. It is something that is vital to do. I learned my lesson the hard way, so I just want to share what I do and the way that I work now in order to always make sure that my work is going to be there no matter what happens. So this will include just two quick options. I know there are many more out there, but I use Google Drive, and then you can also use Dropbox. So I'm going to cover those briefly in this video. I want to talk about ways of backing up your work, which is really important. I will just quickly tell a story that something that happened to me last year. I think it was my computer just decided to basically almost die completely, and in the process of recovering everything, I lost a significant amount of my files. Basically, it came down to where I had a certain frame of time, limited frame of time, to just select as many files as I could and back them up, and had to let go of the rest. So this is not a situation that you ever want to be in, because I've been creating for years, and if you're like me, you will have maybe even hundreds of files of working files, Photoshop files, textures that you've collected, resources you've collected over the years that are simply irreplaceable because it's taken you years to accumulate all of that. So in order to avoid this situation happening again, a light bulb went on, and I said, okay, I'm going to start using something to back up my work. So the best solution to do that for me was to use Google, because one, Google is trusted, Google is free, and Google is pretty easy to use. And so Google Drive provides a storage space. If you log in with your Gmail account and click on the grid here in the top right, you come down to Drive, the app for Drive. It opens your Google Drive here, and everything you save on here can be accessible from anywhere as long as you have the Google Drive app installed on your phone, tablet, or Google Drive is on your computer. And these files can also be managed directly on your computer. So this is the best way to go for me. I even went ahead and upgraded my storage, because I think you get like 15 gigabytes for free, and then beyond that you have to pay to upgrade. It's only like $2 a month, and now I have 100 gigabytes. So really it's really worth it to upgrade it to have as much storage as you might need. So within your Google Drive here, you can just create a new folder and just go from there. I have a sample one here called My Store. Within this folder, you can create other new folders. You can upload files. You can create new documents. It works just like your computer does. So, and keep in mind that whatever you do upload here, like for example, if I upload a file directly into my Google Drive on the browser, when you upload it, it will sync it to your computer as well, and vice versa. So I just uploaded this file to my folder here in Google Drive. If I go over to my computer now and open my Google Drive, which is here, I go to the same folder. I'll put this side by side so you can see this is the same folder that is right here in the browser, called My Store, and the file is in there as well. So these are synced. So this window is my computer, and in Chrome here, this is my drive that is on web. So they are synced, and that is a great way to work. So every time I'm in Photoshop or Blender and I save my file, I save it to one of my Google Drive folders. As long as the folder is in your Google Drive, it will be synced to the online storage, the cloud storage. So you will be good to go. If something happens to your computer, all you need to do is go to another computer or one of your devices, log into your Google account, and you can access your files just the same, perfectly fine. And you can even download them onto your computer again if you don't have Google Drive installed to your computer. so you can get all of your files back. And so this is the way that I work now. So let's see what else can be said about Google Drive. Oh, to download Google Drive to your computer, once you're logged into your account in the browser, over here on the right side there's a gear icon, and you have the option to download Drive. So once you download Drive, you'll have an icon down here in the bottom system tray, and mine is already logged into this account for Erie, but if you wanted to switch accounts as far as which account is going to be active on your computer and syncing, you can go to, I think it's in Preferences, Account, Disconnect Account, Disconnect, because I do have two Google accounts that I use, and you know, it depends on which one is logged in as far as where the files will be saved to which drive. So if I want to switch to my other Google Drive, I can do that this way, and then sign in, and then put in my other account information. If you only have one Google account and only want to use one Google Drive account, then you don't need to worry about this. But this is for those of you out there that maybe you're a creator and you have a Google account for your personal business or your personal affairs, and you have a second Google account for your Second Life creating, you know, store, business, whatever. So that's how you can switch that. It does run in the background, so while you're working, Google Drive will always be here running and syncing files periodically. Now, if you have a slower computer like I do, sometimes I will just quit the drive while I'm working, and then I will turn it back on and let it sync all the files like the next day or a couple hours later, just so that I'm not like using a lot of resources while I'm in Photoshop and Second Life and all of that. That's up to you. So that is Google Drive and how to use that as a way to back up your work. Another option that is very similar is Dropbox. I'm not going to log in right now because I don't think I remember my login information. I rarely use Dropbox, but it's a great tool and it is available on all of the devices as well. It's the same concept. Once you log into Dropbox, you have basically the same thing. You have an area with folders that will store your files that you upload to Dropbox. And also you can download Dropbox to your computer, which you can see down here in the task tray. I have my Dropbox account is open here. And these are all the files that I've uploaded to that account. I just use it for personal, like photography and stuff like that. So again, this is Dropbox, and you can create folders in that as well. It works pretty much the same way, similar to Google Drive. And in your computer system folder, you can access your Dropbox from here as well. It creates a directory for Dropbox, just like it has for your computer files, your computer folders and your Google Drive. There's one for Dropbox as well. And within here you can see your files are also on your computer and synced with your Dropbox account. So it works the same way. Whatever you put in this Dropbox folder will show up on the website Dropbox when you log into your account, same as Google Drive. And I do want to briefly mention that OneDrive, Microsoft has OneDrive, which is also an option. I'm not going to open mine here because I use it for my personal files, but you can see here it's called OneDrive, and it is Microsoft's version, what they provide for cloud storage. And don't let me forget to mention, for the Apple users, there is of course iCloud, which is the Apple equivalent of all of these other, OneDrive, Google, and Dropbox. iCloud is the Apple version for that. So it's up to you basically which one you want to use, but I do highly recommend using these cloud storage options along with your computer storage and organization, just to make sure that if anything happens to your computer, you know exactly where you can go to get those files back, and all of your hard, blood, sweat, and tears that's gone into your work has not been lost. So I hope that was helpful, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.